The
Congrats.
Warriors.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate it. Let's go inside. Jayson Tatum, big scoring night, but it didn't translate in terms of the game score.
Appreciate y'all.
Sir.
No, I don't think so. I feel like a lot of shots I missed last game were shots I normally make, and a lot of shots that I got today, they were just falling. They was falling tonight, and they weren't last game.
We'll go in the middle here to Gary Washburn.
Gary Washburn, Boston Globe. Jason, Draymond seemed to get going. He drew a bunch of fouls. You, Jalen. It seemed like he was trying to punk you guys early and just show the physicality. Did you notice that? And did you guys get caught up too much in the officiating? And then why the sloppiness with the ball?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, we know what Draymond brings to the game. And I love that about him. Obviously I played with him, and we tried to match that. And I just kind of felt like we weren't getting the benefit of the doubt, when we were trying to play with that, physicality. We do got to take, better care of the ball. They got a lot of points off that, off our turnovers. That's something we got to be better, for next game. Because we know, throughout the playoffs, the games that we have high turnovers, we kind of result into a loss. So that's definitely a point of emphasis, taking care of the ball for next game.
Right side, second row, Tim Bontemps.
Hey, Jason, you said yesterday you guys just have to go out and actually play better in the third quarter and can't really just talk about it. Obviously, it was a struggle again today. What do you see as kind of the recurring issues that come up to keep you guys from being able to have the success there that you want?
I think tonight, turnovers, and I think sometimes letting our offense affect how we defend. Kind of we was a little stagnant there in the third quarter, and I feel like it translated on the defensive end, and they got going and hitting shots and things like that.
Road, then at home in these playoffs. What has to change for you guys to be able to hold home court as you get back there with obviously, getting at least what you wanted to do coming here and getting one of these two games in Golden State?
Just playing with a sense of urgency. I think human nature plays a part, and when you go on the road, obviously, it's a tougher environment. I feel like recently we kind of relaxed at home, just, whether we thought because we had home court advantage, we came out a little more relaxed. So just having that sense of urgency, knowing that we're at home, but, that we need to play better at home.
On the left side, second row.
Jason, Matt Votor, Mass Live. Do turnovers start to kind of get contagious a little bit? That when one guy's struggling does it feed into the other guys? And you guys have talked about it a lot. Was it something that they did that pushed you into more turnovers, or is it a mindset for you guys to be more careful?
It's just kind of as simple as we got to just take care of the ball. We've done it, and we're a really good team when we take care of the ball. But we have those laps where we, snowball effect, where we pile on turnovers and, dig ourselves into a hole.
We'll go to a final question from Gary.
Jason, it was a first half drive. It looked like you got bumped. You didn't get the call. In the second half drive, it looked like you thought they called a foul and you stopped, and they didn't, and then Golden State got a run out. How do you keep your head kind of level when it's probably you're not going to get the calls you want, or you think, and it seemed like a lot of guys were frustrated with the lack of calls. How do you keep level heads and not let it spill into other aspects of the game?
You just got to be aware. I think I've been doing a better job. I finished the season with 13 texts, right? And I remember, I think I had like 13 texts with 6 games left or something like that. And Ime and Brad and everybody was, telling me I got to relax. I don't know if I got a text during the playoffs yet. I might have one, if that. So I got to pat myself on the back. I've been doing a lot better in that aspect. Trying to leave the refs alone, regardless of, what's going on.
Thanks, Jason.
Was Draymond even more engaged tonight? I mean, and how did that sort of
set the tone for your defense?
Yeah, I thought everybody was more engaged. It was pretty obvious, our level of force and physicality was ramped up quite a bit, and it had to be. What Boston did in the second half, fourth quarter the other night, we knew we had to come with a much better focus and sense of aggression, and I thought that started right from the beginning. Draymond played a huge role in that.
Connor, back right.
Connor Letourneau, San Francisco Chronicle. Steve, in your mind, was that third quarter kind of a window into what this team can be when it's at its best, both offensively and defensively?
Yeah, I mean, Steph was breathtaking in that quarter. Not just the shot making, but the defensive effort. He just doesn't get enough credit for his level of conditioning and physicality and defense. People go at him to try to wear him down because they know how important he is to us offensively. And it's pretty dramatic, the difference in Steph's strength and physicality in his body now than from 8 years ago when I first got here. So the guy's amazing. He just keeps working on his game, his strength, his conditioning year after year, and it's a pleasure to watch him play every night.
Tim on the right.
Steve, what could you realistically expect from Peyton in this game? Was it this many minutes, and what do you think it meant to the team just to have him out there and obviously to play well too?
I might have mentioned this last week. The good thing with an elbow is that you can still get on the court. So he was on the court 3 weeks ago going through intense, defensive slides and sprints and, one-on-one full court, without using his left arm. So just dribbling with his right hand. And so he's been at it with the conditioning for several weeks. And so that was the least of my concerns. I was worried about just him being able to extend his arm and shoot the ball, but he knocked that three down. And as I said before the game, he had a couple good days of practice where he looked much better than he did going into game one. So he needed the extra few days to really be ready. And I thought he was brilliant. The level of defense, physicality, and speed in transition, it gives us a huge boost.
Howard on the right.
Steve, through the first couple of games, obviously we're used to seeing Steph carry this kind of load for you guys, but in past finals runs you've had, whether it was Durant or Clay pre-injury, obviously, any concern about the load that's on Steph just as a pure scoring in this series and in terms of how to get this done, how to have enough support around him? Is this going to be kind of a different challenge?
There's plenty of concern about plenty of things. Boston's a hell of a team. They have a great defense. They've got guys who are athletic and powerful and can get to the rim. And so whatever it takes, we're going to need contributions from a lot of people. And, I think we're perfectly capable of winning games where Steph doesn't have a huge night. It just means other guys got to step up and score for us. But that's something that they've done all year.
Barry in the middle here.